Before I get this video started, there's something I want to talk about. I'm really sorry about the lack of videos recently. School just started up for me, so that's kind of been my top priority recently. I can't really gortle that much anymore, but I will try and get you as many videos as I can soon. Hopefully, I can get another episode of the Let's Play for Mario Party 2 up not tomorrow, Monday, and a while like on Friday at the very least. In October, we'll make up for it. You'll see in due time. But until next time, not next time, till then, let's just go with this video. Hey everyone, it's the Pyromaniac here, and welcome to another countdown. And guess like my last one, this is actually my version to a countdown that I saw by, one of the old countdowns I saw by the odd archer, and I'm sure his name / those of you who may know him now, Alex Rochon now. He's quit making countdowns, which, considering I went back and see some of his older ones, is a real shame. I really like his countdowns, but if he doesn't want to keep making countdowns anymore, that's fine. But what of his various countdown topics am I taking my spin on today? The top 10 funniest characters in video games. And considering his list was made quite a few years ago, and quite a few more modern games that I enjoy, there aren't going to be too many candidates on our list that actually are the same. Last time I remember watching it, I think only one of our, I may be wrong in this, but I think only one of our characters on the list is the same. But anyway, the only rule is one per franchise, excluding certain spin-offs, and only from games I've played. Anyway, let's go! Coming in, number 10. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with him only being at number 10, but number 10 is one of my favorite villains in the Mario series. He's also a bit of a mascot for one of my favorite content creators. You most likely know him. You most likely love him. Fawful. The, to be honest, main villain of the Mario and Luigi series, who not only is a funny character, but it's not only a funny character, but he has had a serious bit of a story arc. But unfortunately, due to him having a bit of a more serious arc, is why he's placed lower on my list. That's one of the reasons why the honorable mentions you'll see later isn't even on the list. So, why is he on the list then? He's one of the most hilarious villains we've ever seen in gaming. Just listen to some of his quotes. I am the master of your doom. I have chortles. I have fury. Chortle just in general. He's just a ham. I love Waffle. A lot more than I should, to be honest. Anyway, let's move on to number 9. Coming at number 9 on my list is the one, the only, Groose, the coolest Zelda dude. And while some of you may hate Skyward Sword, if you have actually played the game and not just saying it because it's a Zelda game that focuses the most on motion controls, well, you have to admit, Groose was still a funny character. Why do I say was? Well, just like Fawful, later on in the game he has quite a few serious moments. Meaning you really can't enjoy him as a funny character as much. But his funny moments are some of the best parts of Skyward Sword. Well, yes, I could put Girahim in this spot, technically. I don't see him as that much of a funny character. What he does, and how he goes about doing what he does is funny, but his character alone is not funny. Like Groose, for a majority of the game, who I can't stop but laugh at most of his moments. So that's the reason why Groose is lower on the list. Anyway, number 8. Sorry for the whole bit of going between footage, but couldn't really find any good footage of the Kremlin crew, so just gonna have to go with number 8 being the Kremlin crew. Now I know what you guys are saying. What? You said funniest characters. That means one character per segment, yet you put the whole Kremlin crew on your list? Well, for the most part, it's the entire Kremlin crew besides King K. Rool. But mainly the reason they're on here is their slapstick humor. They are the highlight of DK64. Well, DK64 isn't my favorite Donkey Kong game. It's still a pretty good one. But there's not much to say considering they only have slapstick that really makes them funny. It's not their characters like, say, Fawful or Grievous. The reason they get on here is because they don't really get serious later in the game. For some reason, never mind. And besides that, this is the main reason why they're lower on the list. Well, first, Fawful may become more serious later. They don't have more forms of... Once again, I have no real good footage of this character, so... Number 7 on my list is Louie from the Pikmin games, specifically 2 and 3. Now, why is he on my list? Well, it's simple. The reason he lives is to eat. Even in the Picklepedia, I believe it's called, how Olimar actually shows scientific research about the species. Littlefinger talks about how he'll cook them, which in there you could technically call one of the psychopaths of gaming then, because everything around him is food. But yeah, again, this leads into some my moments in the games. Especially in Pikmin 3 when he steals all of your food. Sure, it's annoying, but, still funny. Yeah, again, just like Cruz, since he has one form of comedy, he's gotta be lower on the list. Anyway, number 6. Coming in at number 6 on the list we have Whisper from Yokai. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be questioning, why is a Whisper on the list? Well, I think that's the main reason is nobody talks about yokai watch in this community. Seriously, I've seen like 2 people do Let's Play and 1 person actually talk about it and none actual playing the game. Fashion could be just not hearing about, but seriously guys, it's a really, really good RPG series. I like all the games. So you guys should go play them if you haven't already. Seriously, I feel like 2 YouTubers know them and my friends. That's it. Anyway, let's actually talk about Whisper. Alright, let's actually talk about Whisper. Yokai Watch anime, if we're taking the anime into consideration, he's the best character in the show, to be honest. With him being Nate's guide in the yokai world, where he's supposed to know about every yokai and what they do exactly, but he has to look everything up. So he's a commentary YouTuber. And in the games, my personal favorite comedic moment with him is my favorite comedic moment with him is the beginning of chapter 12 or 13. I can't remember the specific chapter number. It might actually be 9 now that I think about it, but he starts it gushing over at the festival how much food he's going to get, and when you and the group go to school at night, he says, "Oh, wait for me." Seriously, he's great. This is where we start getting into the really funny characters, in my opinion. Anyway, let's go on to now, my 5th favorite, well, 5th character I think the funniest in video games is Junkrat. Now, why do I like Junkrat so much? Well, one of the main reasons I like him is he's one of the funny characters in Overwatch, when a lot of the characters in the game have some form of tragic backstory, or are just tragic in general. But with Junkrat, he's just insane and is hilarious with a lot of his quotes. For example, one of his interactions with Tracer, he mocks her tagline and says, "Cheers, mate, cavalry's here." And it's just one of my favorite lines in the game. And Junkrat is one of my favorite characters in Overwatch in general. But that's a topic for another day. Seriously, this guy is hilarious. Anyway, let's move on to number 4. Coming at number 4 is Crazy Dave. I freaking love this guy, to the point where he's one of my favorite characters in video games. In at least the top 10 if I ever made a video on that. Why do I love him? 1, he always has a pot on his head. Hilarity. Some of my favorite quotes of him are, "They call me Crazy Dave, but you can call me Crazy Dave. That's just hilarious. And one of his quotes, I'm pretty sure it's might just be a family quote, but I'm not exactly sure. He says, "Why do I have 2 tacos? Because I'm crazy." Just, oh my god, love him. He's, boy, and the entire plot of the sequel, even though not a lot of people like it because the microtransactions, is because he wants to eat his taco again. He goes back in time to eat it again, but the reason the actual events of the game happen is because they went back too far, or in some cases they go too far into the future, which I don't understand, but it's a game that's constantly updating, constantly begs for your money. Yet somehow I love it. Anyway, let's move on to number 3. Coming in at number 3 is Heavy Weapons Guy. Seriously, Heavy is an amazing character. Everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is hilarious. He could literally say hi to you and you would crack up. And thinking that everyone there is babies to the point where one of his quotes, and my personal favorite of his quotes, is, "Do I smell spoiled baby diaper?" It's great. Sorry about the cut there, but as I was saying, I have nothing more to add. The Heavy is one of the best characters in all of gaming. He's amazing. All of his jokes hit the mark, and his voice is just perfect, but 2 characters beat him for me. And they are... Coming in at number 2 for me is the Sharkian, and its human form. It's your boy, Guzma. Easily one of my favorite villains in all of gaming, hands down. And the hilarity factor, he's honestly pretty good. Not gonna lie, I think he's pretty amazing. It's this constant gangsta attitude like the rest of Team Scully. You know what I mean? And the fact that he uses bug types, that's pretty good. And yes, technically, you could have a tragic backstory. The others, but he's just such a likable character that he is easily the best part of Gen 7. I will fight people on that. Now, before I get to number 1, some quick honorable mentions go to Gruntilda. She would be on the list, as I do find her to be the best Banjo-Kazooie character, but she's a character I love to hate at the same time. Second is Dr. Eggman. He is a bit of a comedic villain, but he does have those serious moments that keep him off the list. Number 3 is Wheatley. People would kill me if I didn't even mention a Portal character. Why didn't he make it onto the list? Well, after the power goes to his head, I don't like him nearly as much, so he loses similarity for me. Yet one of his first quotes after this happens is pretty good. "Hello, this is the part where I kill you." And if you're asking me, the funniest video game character of all time is the handy unit from the Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Now you guys may argue, this isn't enough of a character. My list, I can put what I want on it. This is the beginning of the charm that Scott started to implement into the games after FNAF World. Being a game full of charm, but the main horror creepy games. All I can say is, Scott, you made one of the funniest characters in all of gaming. Well, my favorite companion-as character from FNAF is Phone Guy. I can't help but smile at almost everything this guy says. Due to errors he thinks you put in your name as Eggs Benedict, the thing you wanted as your essential paycheck for your week, Exotic Butters puts on casual bongos, replaces his voice with my best friend, XD18. And my personal favorite, yes, you more than Exotic Butters. I can't remember. I think actually I went through everything. He's one of the most hilarious game characters you will ever see. And he still has a little role in the game, but I love him to death. Before you keep asking, and before you guys ask, no, it isn't just because he's from my favorite series. I seriously like him that much. Anyway, this has been the Pyromaniac. And for my next video on the source style, I'll see you for a video titled Why I Like Zero. See you guys all then.